You've been lied to about Wing Chun. They told you it's all about sticky hands, centerline punches, and simple blocks. They told you everything is out in the open, that the art is complete and nothing is hidden. But here's the harsh truth. That's dead wrong. Behind the polished demonstrations and watered-down lessons lies a darker, forbidden side of Wing Chun. A side so lethal, it was never meant for public eyes. Masters guard these moves not out of tradition, but out of fear. Fear of what happens when untrained hands wield them without restraint. These aren't techniques for tournaments or exhibitions. They're designed for one thing only: survival when your life is on the line. Ask yourself this: why would a martial art designed for survival leave its deadliest tools on the table? The answer is brutal, because some techniques were too dangerous to teach openly. They weren't meant for sparring. They weren't meant for sport. They were battlefield tools, designed to end fights in seconds, leaving opponents broken, or worse. The truth is, not every student could be trusted. These moves were reserved only for the disciples who proved loyalty, discipline, and control. Everyone else? Fed a watered-down version, safe for practice, safe for business. To this day, the truly dangerous side of Wing Chun is passed in whispers, behind closed doors, to only a chosen few. Picture a predator waiting in the dark. That's what these hidden Wing Chun techniques feel like in real combat. Silent, ruthless, and precise. Unlike the flashy kicks of Taekwondo or the looping haymakers you see in brawls, these moves don't waste time. They cut straight to your throat, your knees, your spine. They're surgical strikes, meant to cripple an opponent before they even know what hit them. When you understand this, you realize why they're hidden. Because once you use them, there's no going back. Mercy disappears the moment the strike lands. These techniques weren't made to win points. They were made to finish fights before they even begin. Critics laugh at Wing Chun. They call it outdated. They say it can't handle wrestlers, MMA fighters, or modern street attacks. But that's because they've never seen the forbidden side. They've only seen the safe, sanitized, commercialized version. The hidden moves flip the script. Joint destructions, nerve strikes, and structural collapses that neutralize brute force instantly. Imagine a wrestler shooting for a takedown, only to have his neck wrenched sideways with a subtle trap. That's not weakness. That's pure, efficient brutality. And once you've seen this side of Wing Chun, the myths about it being useless in a real fight vanish instantly. The first hidden move is the elbow spike. Unlike the traditional chain punch, this strike isn't about speed, it's about ending power. Delivered upward at close range, it drives into the jaw, temple, or throat with bone-breaking force. In real combat, this isn't just a strike, it's a finisher. Few talk about it because it's too easy to kill with. Imagine a blade hidden inside your arm. That's what this feels like. An invisible weapon you carry everywhere, waiting for the perfect opening to cut. One sharp upward drive and the fight ends before it even begins. What makes it terrifying is how natural it feels. No flashy setup, no wasted motion. Just pure brutality in one snap of movement. In the hands of someone trained, this isn't a technique. It's an execution. Everyone knows Wing Chun uses the straight punch, but what they don't tell you is the finger jab to the eyes, a move so effective, Bruce Lee himself called it the most important strike. It's fast, nearly impossible to block, and blinds your opponent instantly. Why is it hidden? Because there's no safe way to train it without risking permanent damage. Think of it like a snake striking at your vision. One hit, and you're fighting blind. This single move can dismantle even the strongest fighter. It's so feared, many masters refuse to even demonstrate it to their own students. The truth is, once you know it, you realize how fragile the human body really is. 1 inch of precision can shatter confidence, end aggression, and flip the balance of power in an instant. Then comes the neck trap. This isn't the flowing chisao drill you've seen in dojos. This is the dark side of trapping hands, locking the opponent's neck between your arms like a vice, twisting until their airway collapses or their spine gives. It's quick, brutal, and silent. No flashy moves, no wasted effort, just control and destruction. It's the kind of technique you'd use if you were ambushed in a narrow alley and had no choice but to survive. One movement, and the enemy is gasping, their body crumbling in your grip. It's lethal simplicity in its purest form. When done correctly, it feels less like a fight and more like flipping a switch. 1 second they're standing, the next, they're broken. It's that absolute. Most fighters expect kicks to the legs or body, but few anticipate a move designed to destroy the knee entirely. Wing Chun's hidden knee destruction uses low, sharp kicks aimed at the side of the joint. One strike, and the opponent can't stand, can't chase, can't fight. It's not flashy, it's not pretty, it's survival. That's why you don't see it in sports. Because in the cage, it would end careers instantly. On the street, it ends threats just as fast. It's one of the purest examples of Wing Chun's philosophy. Direct, efficient, and devastating. What makes it more dangerous is its invisibility. It looks like a simple step, a harmless movement, until the joint snaps. Once landed, there's no recovery, only permanent damage. Perhaps the darkest hidden technique is the throat crush. Unlike a strike that simply stuns, this move aims to collapse the windpipe completely. Using the edge of the hand, the forearm, or even a direct palm strike, the throat is targeted with precision. The result? Instant panic, loss of breath, and collapse. It's one of the most feared techniques in all of martial arts, because there is no defense once it lands. Masters don't teach it openly because there's no way back once you learn it. The knowledge itself is a burden, because every fight you face becomes a choice between mercy and death. The very idea of it changes how you look at combat, because you know that in one motion, you could silence a life forever. It's not just a move, it's a line most never dare to cross. So why are these moves hidden? Why not share them with everyone? Because once they're unleashed, they can't be undone. Wing Chun was never about sport. It was about survival in the darkest of times. The hidden side is a reminder of its roots. A street-born, battlefield-tested art made for life or death encounters. Most will never see this side. Most will only learn the safe version. But for those who do glimpse it, one thing becomes clear. Wing Chun isn't just a martial art. It's a weapon, one that lives inside your body, waiting to be awakened. And that is why masters guard these secrets with their lives. To learn them is to inherit both power and responsibility, a legacy that whispers of survival, but also of blood.